Hi, welcome to Cheesy Thumbprints. Here are 10 reasons why I still collect physical media in 2025. Number 1, physical media gives the highest definition compared to streaming. It's much more reliable. Your DVD or your Blu-ray player can show a better bit rate than your stream can do consistently. Number 2, streaming content is always at the whim of giant corporations and their algorithms. What they allow you to see is what you're going to see, and it may not be what you originally saw. Number 3, I like the physical, tangible aspect of physical media. When I see it on a shelf, or when I actually have it in my hand, I feel a connection to all the creators and the history and the culture that is wrapped up in that physical media. Number 4, I feel a part of a community of people who want to keep all that physical media as history and that content, and that someday perhaps even my content may come in handy, and the items that I have saved in restoring some classics to future use. Number 5, it's an addiction. It really is. Once you start collecting physical media, it becomes a kind of an addiction. Yeah, like any addiction, you have to watch out for it, don't you? You have to make sure you don't spend too much money, which sometimes I do. But it is an addiction, and it's fun, and we get a hit from actually collecting physical media off the shelf if there's still a store available that sells it, or in the mail. Number 6, there's a shared experience when you pop in a DVD or a Blu-ray into your player, and your family and friends are all around in that room, and there is a shared experience of viewing that disc and the content of that disc, and hearing the stories that are told on those recordings. Not unlike our old ancestors used to do when they gathered around the campfire, a real physical campfire, and told stories. Number 7, I find that using physical data in my projector, so to speak, if I use my Blu-ray player, any kind of physical media seems to project better. Even though my projector isn't 4K, I get a better projection on my screen by using the higher definition disc than I would if I was streaming. Number 8, there's no frustrating ads that pop up anywhere that the platform decides to insert them into your movie. And sometimes they're only 20 seconds, sometimes they're 45 seconds, sometimes they're a minute. Like Prime, basic Prime, there's a lot of movies you still have to see, even though you're paying for a basic service, you have to pay more just to have those ads eliminated. Number 9, like many collectors, I do like having the access or the ability to access a lot of commentaries and interviews and finding interesting things about the actors, the producers, directors, the people, the places that the films and the media was originally created, and so many things that can give a whole different view of perhaps why a scene was done a certain way or certain choices were made, especially like in low budget or also in high budget films. Number 10, I know that if there's a zombie apocalypse and I have a generator, that I'm going to have power and I'm going to still be able to see my favorite movies if I want to, even during the zombie apocalypse. All right. Those are my top 10 reasons, and there's even more to start collecting DVDs and Blu-rays and 4K high definition Blu-rays, ultra high definition Blu-rays, and we'll see you in the movies. Thanks for watching.